Brothers and sisters, bless. So wonderful to have you here on December the 6th, 2013, precisely a month to the day for my birthday, and dropping this video, this lecture that I have basically been preparing all year to make. And the title of this video is BS and Redemption. The BS stands for three things. The bullshit, the biblical slavery, and also it's an all-around Bible study as well. So the first things that we have to establish here is understanding the root workings of the Bible, and its coming to, and its invention and fruition, as being a tool, as being a grand tool, and ultimately a slave manual, as we will see, a slave manual coated in ancient African prophecy. We could say ancient African prophecy, coded over by whitewash, and European perversion and misconception of ancient Kemetic African symbolism, prophecy, and spiritual systems. So this is the breakdown on also the origins of Christianity, as being first from Africa, first from the motherland, and you can also see in, like, I always bring it up, like the Book of Eli is a great testament and a great example of what I'm talking about how this is everything in the Bible, everything that we go over in our church. These are things that we've been understood, and to understand that Jesus Christ is not no one in the Bible, not only Jesus, but every character in the Bible is a spiritual metaphor, and Jesus being the greatest spiritual metaphor, and him being the divine nature of one, of humanity, and of an individual. Our divine nature, which we are trained every day to go against our divine nature, at our jobs. We don't, our bosses, our supervisors say so many things, or it may be things that we know are wrong at our job, or things that we may know are wrong in the world, but we don't do it because, we're afraid to get fired, or we don't want to have a target on our back, So every day we're pitted against our Christ nature, our hero nature, you understand? And to understand how, as I was saying, in ancient African prophecy, coded in European perversion, pathology, and misconception, ultimately, and even in soft films like Django, even in the soft slave film like Django, where you'll have they show the dude whipping on Kerry Washington, finna whip Kerry Washington or whatever, and he's reading from the Bible, And so many times in the Bible you have slaves, masters. It says slaves, masters, and also things like being a prisoner for Christ, or being a prisoner for the Lord, conditioning you with this lingo, with this slave lingo, to make it okay, and to really cement that in our psychology, so later on we'll look past it and look past everything else that really matters, So this is, and also to understand how, not only the slave masters, not only was the Bible invented and made to justify American slavery. But as well as it's a fact, you know, that Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Mussolini, you know, all of these, you know, these all three of them guys, Hitler, Joseph Stalin, and Mussolini, all three of them used the Holy Bible to justify what they was doing. You know, so when you connect the dots on all of these facts and just the wordplay in the book itself, you cannot afford to be ignorant, you know, to the fact of what's being done to one's psychology. So this whole lecture, like I was saying, is going to be about pointing out the bullshit, why it's biblical slavery, and it's going to be a wonderful, beautiful, beautiful, all-around Bible study, you know. So I want y'all to strap yourselves in, you know. It's your boy Prophet Williams. I love you. You know, I want to tell y'all everything that I tell you, man. You know, I know it may anger some, or it may, you know, make some feel whatever type of way, but we have to understand that the truth, and, you know, the truth is a form of fire, you know. And the Bible says God is an all-consuming fire. So if I just so happen to, you know, ignite your fire, so to speak, just let it be the one strike concept, you know. Let it be the one strike concept, you know. Turn yourself into a candle, you know, and let it be a dark room with a bunch of other unlit candles, you know, when you come to me, you know. And understand that none of this is coming through Courtney Prophet Williams, but this is coming from the ancestors and billions of people. This is coming from you. This is coming from your heart. You know, many of these things you know, many of these things you already knew, you know, that I'm finna discuss with you and that we're gonna open up to, you know. So move me out the way, man. Move me out the way, you know, and just let these words and let my voice be, you know, the guide here, you know. Cause like I said, this has nothing to do with me. I'm just a vessel. I'm just a vessel that all this information is pouring out of. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all enjoy yourselves, and I really hope that y'all learn something, and y'all take this, like I said, and make it the one strike theory, man. You know, you shouldn't have to use so much fluid in the lighter. You know, if you have a room full of candles, you should only have to strike it one time. So, you know, let's just understand how important it is for us to pass on the light when we receive it, you know, because we're responsible right now in this world to pass on the true knowledge and the true light, you know, so we all can move forward and take things to the next level. You understand? So much love, man. Y'all strap in. Peace. Shit.